everybody. I want to thank you all for coming to today's webinar. My name is Mickey Taylor, and I'm the owner and active agent at Taylor & Company Travel. I also write a monthly news column in the Agent at Home magazine, and I'm doing the webinar today because I'm your agent ambassador with Agent Studio. The webinar today is going to be about the hotel and cruise booking tool that we have available for our Agent Studio websites, what they are, how to use them, and why it's important for you to share this information to all of your clients and out over social media. I'm going to move this. If you have any questions along the way, please feel free to type them as they come up, and I will work them into the webinar. How many of you, we have 3 people on the webinar right now, out of the 3 of you who currently has the hotel and the cruise booking tools on your website. If you'll just type a message to me in the group chat, that would be great. Okay. It looks like, okay, nobody's typing, so I'm going to assume that none of you have currently used the cruise or hotel booking tools. So let's start with Hotel Rewards. Hotel Rewards is the original booking tool for Agent Studio, and it allows your clients to come directly when it's on your site. It allows your clients to come directly to your website and search for hundreds of thousands of hotels around the world. In this day and age, we're still trying to persuade travelers to come to us as agents. Some people still are in the Expedia and the Priceline mode where they want to do it themselves, which is fine, and it's great for us if travelers want to book on their own. We just need to direct them to our site so that they can book their hotels and cruises directly with us. I'll show you the cruise or the hotel booking tool is very simple. It works just like any other booking tool. We can put in a destination such as Cancun, select our dates. Let's just use some samples. 4 people. Okay, and then what you have come up, all of your results. You also can filter the results by a specific resort name. If the resort name doesn't come up, they don't have availability. Let's look at let me see. I'm trying to search for the Vine. It might not have any. Okay. Let me just update and wipe them all out. Okay. You can search low to high, the rating, any special deals, which you can see across the top. Whoops. I just erased all of the special deals. There we go. Okay, now they pop back up. So special deals would give you anything that currently has a special rate attached to it. These are the same hotels that you are going to find on other booking engines, so there isn't any reason why you wouldn't want or shouldn't want to share all this information with your clients. It also is a great way to drive traffic back to your website. Okay, that's the name of the game, to get travelers to realize all the benefits of booking with an agent, such as yourself, and also what your website has to offer. One of the added features that we just added to Agent Studio is the cruise booking tool. I personally love that we now have this because it can be very cumbersome to when you have a client that really doesn't know what they want. They they give you a wide range of options or times, but where do you start? What do you share with them? So now we can send them directly to our website. We don't have to worry about them going somewhere else to book, because they can come into our cruise booking tool, pick a destination, let's say the Bahamas, any cruise line, any sail date. Let's narrow that down a little bit. September. We'll pick September. We'll use any cruise ship, 4 to 6 nights. We want to leave from Miami, and any price range. And then look how sweet this is. Here are all the results that match the search criteria that we put in. And your clients, your clients can go right to these links and book the cruise that they want. Let's just say we're going to book this one. Everything is available to them as if you were booking it for them. And again, this makes it super nice because we all know that there are a lot of cruisers out there. And if I was just a random traveler, I would much rather go to an agent's website to book a cruise if I was booking it on my own, where I know that I have some backing behind me, as opposed to going through Expedia or Priceline or any of the other cruise booking tools, or even direct. Because even if clients book direct, say with Carnival, they're not going to have that personal travel agent backing them. They're not going to receive any of the extra amenities that you can offer them. They aren't going to have your backup should something happen with their flights getting to the port for the cruise. None of that. So all of those added bonuses are things that you should be sharing with your clients via the marketing center and letting them know, hey, we now have a cruise booking tool, or out over social media. I just made let me show you, prior to the webinar, I created I used the automated social media posting, and I put out to social media about the cruise booking tool. Let's make sure that it's showing up. And here we go. You can see what I've written, put the logo in there. Clients, followers click here. They go right into my website, the exact same place where I just was, search over 15,000 itineraries. Let me see. Here's a question. Sorry, guys. Okay. Is this an Agent Studio search engine for hotels, or is it provided by what vendor? This is Agent Studio. It's Hotel Rewards and hotelrewards.com, but it is through Agent Studio. You can use Hotel Rewards without it being on Agent Studio, and it's hotelrewards.com. So hopefully, Stuart, that answers your question about that. You can also, I'll go ahead and show you hotelrewards.com. And this is the same. Everything that's on Hotel Rewards, it's the same booking engine, except we have it available for your Agent Studio website. Okay. What I do when I book directly for clients, I just go directly to my website. Yes, I agree, Stuart. I book probably 90% or even 95% of all my hotels through this. The only reason why I wouldn't is if the hotel might be sold out, or if certain room type is definitely a must-have and it maybe is sold out on Hotel Rewards. But other than that, I use Hotel Rewards and the hotel booking tool for all of my hotel bookings. I do the same thing with the cruises now because I love all of the information. Let me go back and pull up another cruise. I want to show you all the information. We'll just leave that the information that is available to your clients. Leave this with any. Miami. Okay, so, all right. Here are our results. Let's scroll down. Just pick this one. If you scroll down after, I think earlier I only went down a little ways, but you can see all of the information that is provided to you. This information also, another feature of Agent Studio is, of course, Travefy, which if you've been on any of my other webinars, you know that I'm a huge Travefy fan and strongly suggest that all agents use it. They do have the cruises built in, but also there can be some additional information that you can pull from the cruise booking tool to add to those itineraries. So here's ship information. It gives you a lot of details. Here's the ship and everything about it. I would include all of this information that is available into the itinerary. And if your clients book direct, you will know when somebody makes a booking on your site. All you have to do is take the confirmation, and you can email that confirmation into Travefy and go ahead and make that itinerary for your clients after the fact. So even though you aren't specifically, or one of your agents aren't specifically booking the cruise for your clients, you can still create an working itinerary for them and send it out to them. It's just showing another way to your clients and the travelers that come to your site that they're still going to get hands-on customer service, even though they're booking on their own. You can pull from here, so whether maybe they booked the Grand Suite, you can pull this information, can save the photos so that you can customize their itinerary to exactly what they booked. You can see, and it has every room category, the information available. Scroll up a little bit more. It offers the deck plans for the ship. So it's very dynamic, and it is a great booking tool. I can't even talk. Anybody that's on the webinar, let me know if you have already used the cruise booking tool and booked a cruise, or had any clients book a cruise utilizing this booking tool yet. Guess nobody has. I have booked, and I directly on it, and I've had my some clients book as well. They all love it. They like all the information. They like the fact that they don't have to go to the Royal Caribbean website and then go to Carnival. They can look and research all in one place, and that's one of the biggest pluses that clients come back and say that they like about the tool. So those are some good tips that you can make sure that you point out when you're posting this over social media, that they can search a wide variety of cruise lines all in one place. And here's some extra images that you can use to add to your Travefy itinerary. My host has one that supplied my account, and I have yet to use it. Oh, okay. So you're with Stuart. What host agency are you with? So are you not allowed to have the Agent Studio? Oh, okay, great. Thank you. I think I knew that from one of the previous webinars. So you aren't allowed to have, they have their own, so you aren't allowed to have this booking tool on your website. Is that correct? Okay, so, okay, so they put it on there. Okay, understood. So let me show you how to integrate the tools and how I showed you where I posted the cruise booking tool. Let me go through the steps on how to use our automated social media tool and post this information out on social media. Let's do the hotel since I already did one for the cruise booking tool. And you can't do a search and have it keep those results and share it out over social media, but what we can do is share the link so that it brings them right into where they can search for their own hotel. And your automated social media tool is found under your control panel. It's under Sendable, but the name is going to be changing a little bit to automated social media posting. If you click the Sendable tool, one thing, if you've been on other webinars, you'll notice that I use the different features that are available to us to show you how they all integrate and help you with the day-to-day of your business and how to utilize the different tools in different ways. So let's go in here and we're going to compose a post. We're going to choose the social media or the platforms that we would like to have this information posted out to or sent out to. Whoops. And Twitter. Okay. The first thing I usually do is just post the link so that it pulls up the information at the bottom. Because my logo on my website is wider, I usually come in here and grab just my basic logo to post and then just write something about the tool. On their website. Okay, so just a little blurb about it. Again, if you've been on other webinars, I always post the tagline or the hashtag, and then we'll send it out. And I'll come over to Facebook, and I think it takes a minute or two for it to actually post. Doesn't take long, but it will take a minute or two. So does anybody have any questions so far about either of the booking engines, or I keep trying to move this screen out of my way. Either of the booking engines, how they work. You can also, one thing I do want to point out is that with Agent Studio, you can, let me go to Booking Engine Manager. So in the back, in your control panel, you can, anything that's booked on your website, you can come back here and you can click Hotel Booking Report Tracker, and it will bring up a whole list of all of the hotels. You know, you can just keep scrolling through the pages of, you also can have, and I'm not sure, I think the ones before, yeah, so you also have data behind for the cruise booking tool. So you can bring up, analyze, get some stats about everything, which is great because cruises are there are a lot of people that cruise. And with the hotel bookings for the hotels, you have pays 10% flat commission, paid directly to you. It comes to you via check, usually within like the first 10 days of the month after the month of travel. And I can honestly tell you, I've never had an issue. I've never had to ask where my commission was. I was with a host, so for those of you that are with a host, hopefully you have had a better experience than I had with commissions. But I had a terrible experience in getting commissions paid, having to do so much legwork. Here, you go in, like I said, if I have a client that contacts me and I'm putting together an FIT for them, I always go right to here and book. I know exactly what I'm getting, when it's going to come. It's super easy. The staff is great, so I love to use this. Sidestep. On the Sendable app, what is being referred to when it lists on it pricing 20 social accounts versus 100 social accounts? A Sendable app. So let me go back. Let's see. 20 Sendable accounts. I think 20 is the max that we can set up. So if you go to add services, you can see that I have 13 services. I believe 20 is the most with our platform that you can have. However, I'm not sure 100 social accounts. I have to see where. Not sure where you saw that. If you can provide me a little bit more information about where you saw versus the 100, or whether it was in maybe an article or some correspondence, I can certainly find out about that for you. Is that for the people you will be sending it to? Okay, let me look. So Sendable is who the service is through. Agent Studio has it through. So this pricing here would be totally different than anything that they've already worked out. So now I get this. So with their different platforms, you can see it's $49 a month if you go direct. With Sendable. So yes, this means that you could add 20 social accounts. Advanced, you can have 100. So if you're a huge business or you have multiple agents and they all have their own, if you went directly through Sendable, this is what your cost would be. So yes, that's what that means. So let me close out of that. Let me see, I think somebody else asked a question. Oh, let me see. Oh, it's telling me one new message, but I'm not seeing anything. Okay. Thought that somebody else typed a question. If you've recently joined us and you have some questions, please just go ahead and type it in the chat, and I will be sure to work your questions in. Let me go back to the control panel. Okay, now I have to find, that's what happens. There we go. I opened too many screens. In the back end, you can also look at your commission history report, and it will tell you what was paid, when it was paid, and you can look at your payment information. This is where you've told them to send your checks. Let me see. Does anybody have any questions on how or why you would want to share out with social media the fact that you have the capability to book for clients to book direct on your website? There's 8 people. If I could figure out how to unmute, let's unmute everybody. Okay, so there's only 8 of us on here right now, so let's just, if you have a question, or let's interact a little bit and just ask me any of the questions or comments. Have you used, for the new people that have just joined, have any of you used any of the hotel booking tool or the cruise booking tool yet from your website, or had clients use the site? Everybody's unmuted, so you can all just chime in if you'd like. Anybody? Okay. Nobody wants to talk today? Come on, it's Wednesday, it's hump day. For those of you who joined a little bit later, what I did is I went through and I demonstrated the hotel. Let's see. Okay, so somebody has used a booking tool to book a Carnival cruise. That's the cruise line that my clients have booked as well. That's the most popular so far out of all of my clients that have used it. What was the feedback? Did you get any feedback from your clients about the tool? Did they like being able to book for themselves, or did you actually book for them? Leisure Escape, if you don't mind just sharing your experience with us. You're unmuted, so go ahead and if you don't mind. Okay. Well, I'm going to show the Hotel Rewards booking tool again for those that just popped in late. You're trying to talk, so wonder why we can't hear you. Unmuted. Everything is unmuted.
I'm here. Stuart's here. I had to dial in because I don't have audio directly into mic.
Okay, I can hear you now. Apparently, I don't know what happened, but now we can hear you. Great. So did you book direct on your website through a cruise booking tool, or did your clients book?
Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. I had the doorbell just ring.
Oh, that's okay. That's one of the things about
yeah, no, I'm actually I haven't used either one of those particular deals, and the other as far as my host agency's cruise booking, I haven't used theirs yet either. I'm still trying to go through that, and obviously I'm looking for a client. In fact, I've been in the business for 14 years. Stepped away from the business for a little bit, and decided to get back into the business and open my own agency. So that's kind of where I'm at right now at this point.
Okay. Well,
did have my first booking the other day, $6,000. It was a package deal down to Estapa, so I was pretty happy about that.
Very nice. So you currently have an Agent Studio website?
I do.
Okay, great.
Motovellatravel.com.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, so last night, for those of you who are on that maybe haven't done, I do webinars every Wednesday, and the focus of my webinars is basically to teach you how to incorporate the tools that are available with Agent Studio, teach you the tricks and the ways that I use it. Obviously, it's not the only way that you can use it, but I was an accountant for over 23 years, and I have a knack for thinking outside the box and utilizing the tools to do or accomplish what I need done. So with Travefy, I think that Travefy actually promotes themselves as, I think, a group itinerary platform. Well, it's so much more than that. I told them they don't do themselves justice, but I've done webinars on how to use it for quotes and how to use itineraries from there to put an actual trip on as an additional page on your website and include a booking form right below it. So that's what my role is, to answer any questions you have, help you maximize, work smarter, not harder, and maximize all the tools that you have available to you within the platform. And what I'm finding out, in a lot of cases, there are a lot of people that are paying for features that they haven't even activated. So that's what I'm here to do, to help you. I know sometimes people don't like software or they don't know what to do. I posted my email, but I'm going to post it again. And you're always welcome. And Stuart, I'll send that to you again. I do that often. Sometimes I end up sending my information to one person because they've ended up sending me a message, and I keep just repeatedly sending them my information. So there, I just posted it again. But yeah, please reach out to me if you have any questions. We can even do a screen share where I can give you control if there's an issue with, I had a couple people last evening. We did an open forum, which went really well, where you can just come in and, like, this webinar is about the cruise booking tool and the hotel rewards booking tool. But after you go through it, and I've demonstrated to you why to use it, how to use it, and how it's important to share to all of your followers over social media, we have time that we can open it up for any other questions. And that usually seems to happen with some of the smaller concepts, so to speak, for the webinars. So I'll just open it up to basically be an open forum. If any of you that are on the webinar now have any questions about anything else regarding Agent Studio, your website, any of the benefits or tools that you have available, please feel free. Everybody's unmuted, so you can, just speak up and ask me any questions that you might have. I am going to post last night's open forum. It will be on YouTube, and I will share the links over my social media pages, and Agent Studio will do the same, so that you can listen to, it actually, I think, was about 2 hours, and we covered a ton of different topics. So please feel free to, now even asking me anything that you'd like.
I've got a question for you, Nikki.
Okay.
I have a client that is wanting me to book the particular hotel in Lawndale, California.
Okay.
And it's the Baymont Hotel. Basically, that's a LAX airport property. But I'm trying to is there any way, because I put the dates that he had in that he was looking for, and trying to, once I get down to that part of it, to ask specifically for the hotel. That specific.
Yeah, so I'll show you. And I'm on a Mac, and I'm always on Safari, so I should be on Chrome, but because it works better on Chrome, my laptop is a little persnickety. Let me just.
I got a Power Mac, so yeah, I get it.
Okay, yeah, but all my passwords are saved in Safari. So that's why I usually don't like to use Chrome, because they're not all transferred over there. But once you put that in, you can filter and put contains, and you can put the name of the property in right here. Name contains, and it was Beaumont, Beaumont.
Or Baymont. I'm sorry, Baymont.
Baymont. There you go, LAX Lawndale. So
yes, Lawndale, that's it.
Okay, so yeah, you can put contain. Sometimes if I might have a client that just says, hey, I want a Marriott property, so I'll put in here to filter out Marriott, and normally 9 times out of 10, if it doesn't show up, they're sold out. I'll check here, and if it doesn't show up, I'll go to maybe direct, and usually when I go direct, it will show up and they'll say that they don't have any availability.
Good. I'm glad. That makes sense now that I can clean that up. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Okay, all you fabulous agents, I'm sure you have questions. Don't be afraid to ask. Anybody? I'm sure there's something. So let me ask you, who all has activated their sendable or their automated social media posting that is on the webinar today?
Oh, did you? Good.
Okay, so 3 people said they did.
I've got to call Agent Studios and talk with them myself, since you gave me that information the other day.
For what? Is this something I could help you with, maybe?
Or no, it's just the add-on price.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really one of the things with the sendable too that I didn't mention that I need to do. I had used Hootsuite and Buffer in the past to be able to post over all social media platforms, and I paid more to them than the actual add-on is with Agent Studio that does the same thing, and it does more than what those platforms did. Let me bump back over. I'm currently learning some more advanced features of Sendable with your contacts, mailing lists, things like that, so that you can maximize what you can do with the platform. Also, speaking of mailing lists, how many people have, how many people have actual contacts in their marketing center?
Yep, no, I've got some, but it's not many. I'm still building that.
Well, that's okay. It's always a work in progress. But so for those of you that do have contacts in your marketing center, let me give you a glimpse of, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Sorry if I do. Give you a little heads up. I'm doing a webinar on how to maximize. A lot of my webinars are how to maximize and think outside the box, like I said. So let's go into, this is your marketing center. Everybody on the webinar, hopefully you've seen the marketing center and you've been in here. But I'm kind of OCD about having everything match and everything on my letterhead and all that type of stuff, my branding be all on point. So I use the marketing center. This is just another way that I use it. So all of my clients, when I get a client or a traveler profile form, I automatically add them here, and I set up a happy birthday email that goes to them. And I have had a customized template created so that this will automatically go out through the marketing center. And then at the bottom, all of these links go right back to a section of my website. So it isn't just the templates and the information this is currently being fixed because I did a boo-boo and deleted my logo from the bottom. But this is just another way that you can use the Marketing Center. You can set these up and tell it when this needs to go out. So as soon as I get the information, I set the clients up, add their happy birthday, schedule it to go out, and let me show you how to do that here. Boom. Not sure where it went. Why isn't it showing up? Oh, there we go. I guess I just had to preview, edit. Let's do next because I'm not going to change anything. It's we'll do the test. Okay, now right here is where I can schedule. So I can schedule this out to whenever their birthday is. And I go in here, set it up, click schedule, and then I don't have to worry about it. So those are just some extra little tips as you're trying to engage your clients. That's another way to use the Marketing Center. And if you've opted in, which I hope everybody has, opted in to have your clients get the Week in Travel newsletter that Agent Studio sends on our behalf. It includes the latest few promos of the week, the most popular news stories, and then there'll be a destination at the bottom, the destination of the week, so to speak. But yeah, it's very important. One of the things that I've had a few agents say to me, well, I don't trust that my contacts are safe. Well, Agent Studio doesn't sell contacts, and they're not in the business of selling travel. So there isn't anything that they can do with our contacts. They really don't want them. Like, they wouldn't do them any, wouldn't benefit them in any way. They don't really care about that information from us. So you don't, your contacts are safe. Your website goes with you from, if you're with a host agency, it can go from you from host to host to host. You never have to worry about, you're with this host and you're on their free platform or what they offer, but then something happens and that's no longer a fit. Then you need to change. Well, now you have to totally redo your website. Agent Studio, you never have to do that because you can change hosts all you want, but you can always stay with the Agent Studio platform. Keep everything intact. You don't have to totally recreate the wheel. And your contacts are safe. They're not going to take your contacts and, sell travel to them because they don't sell travel. So, if that's one thing that I can stress, it's just helping agents become comfortable with, utilizing this tool because it's a great tool. And I can tell you, I don't know how many clients have reached out to me, hey, thank you for the birthday, email. Well, I totally don't, I set it up when I first added them to the Marketing Center, but I didn't remember that it was their birthday, so those types of things, this allows you to look like you are really on the ball and, are sending them their personalized birthdays. I also added anniversaries in there, and I use the platform to send out pre-trip, post-trip. I use SurveyMonkey and do a post-trip survey. So yeah, there'll be a future webinar on the Marketing Center and how to use that in the future. Let's see. Any other questions? I don't like to end webinars early because I know that people have questions about something. So I like to, try to use the whole hour that we can. So Anybody else have questions, comments, an experience, good, bad, or indifferent? Hello? Okay. I'm going to try to unmute again. I'm not sure what happened there, but it seems to have ended. Well, if nobody else has any questions or comments,
Thank you for your time today, Mickey.
okay, you're welcome. And again, just please feel free to email me if you have any questions. If it's something we can't answer over the phone, like I said, we can do a screen share and I can give you all control and we'll walk through the issue that you have together and get it solved.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Everybody have a great 4th of July holiday, and there won't be a Wednesday webinar, but they will pick up the following week. So I look forward to having all of you on a future webinar. Thank you.